So we're going to talk about that. And is it okay to worry? It's a good question. Is it wrong to have worries in our life? So yeah, we're going to talk about that a little bit. So I have a book that kind of reminds us of a Bible story that it really, really applies to what we have going on in our lives around us right now. So listen up, and then we'll talk about it in a minute. So, do you ever worry? What do you worry about? Often people worry about things that are out of their control. The Bible has an antidote for worry. Faith. The woman who gave her last 2 coins at the temple had much to worry about. She was a widow, which means her husband had died. Plus, she was poor, so she couldn't buy things that she needed. Yet, even in those circumstances, the woman gave her last 2 coins to God. This is because she knew the truth. We can lose everything in this world, but we can't lose God. The widow demonstrated her faith in God by giving him everything she had. Faith is simply believing God and turning that belief into action. All throughout the Bible, we see people act in faith. They believe God is who he says he is, and they do something about it. For example, when David killed Goliath, David didn't worry about what Goliath could do to him. He focused on what God already had done for him as a shepherd, and he fought Goliath because of it. Faith says that God is reliable. I can trust him. I will give him everything I have. Worry is the feeling we get when our faith is not strong. Worry doubts God's goodness and wonders if God will take care of us. It's concerned that he won't keep his promises. Worry keeps us focused on ourselves and takes our focus off of God. Worry says that I can't trust God to do what's best for me, so I'm going to handle it myself. All of us are gonna worry, right? It's part of being human. But this is the coolest part of this, you guys. Worry can be used to bring us closer to God. It can remind us that we need him. Worry reinforces the fact that this world is uncertain. And the one person that we can rely on is God. So the next time that worry comes, let it drive you to God. Remind yourself that God is good and trustworthy. In faith, hand your worries over to God, along with everything else that you have. Guys, I love this story of the widow giving her last 2 coins. It's almost always used in an example of how she has faith, and that the people who gave lots of money, they didn't have nearly as much because they gave out of what they had, all of the money that they already had. But she gave everything to God, and that's just such a cool example, and what an example that she set for us. How many 2,000 years later, we're still talking about this lady that we don't know her name, but she had the faith to trust God with everything. That's amazing. So I love how it says that, that worry can drive us towards God, towards Jesus. And so next time that you're feeling scared or worried, maybe, oh my goodness, I have so much schoolwork to do. How am I going to get it done? Or I have so many chores. Mom and dad expect me to get all of this done, and school, and, I want to do other things. And when it's just feeling like it's all, pushing down on us, that's the time that we need to remember that God is the one who takes that burden away. He's the one that, he's always going to be there for us. Those other things, we found a lot of the stuff that we used to really hope for and rely on and think was our foundation. It's different, or it's gone, or just completely changed. But that's the amazing thing, is that God, he's the same. He doesn't change. He's our solid foundation. So next time that we worry, let's let that drive us to him. All right? I'm so glad you guys stuck around. Watch a little Daily Devo. We will be back tomorrow at 4, and then again on Wednesday for Blast. So we will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.